Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's going on, brothers and sisters? I got to tell you something very important, which is to go ahead and follow your dreams, whatever that dream is. And I just realized I was just praying, and I realized how I had one dream, and now it started to become more and more a reality. And now that gave me more hope, more confidence that, you know what, I should continue to go towards my dreams, that I'll get even more, inshallah. God will give me. And I wanted to tell you the same thing, because if I rewinded time back, let's say about 10 years, even before that, I had a dream. I remember I was going with my father. I was sitting on the front seat in Saudi Arabia. We're going from Mecca to Medina. And on the road, because you have so much time to think, so we're driving middle of the night around this time. It's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And we're driving, and there's mountains on the right side, there's mountains on the left side. In front of us is open field, open road. It's just desert. And you have so much time to think, right? You know, like those road trips you have, it's like fun time. You have great conversations with people. Well, when you don't have people to have conversations with, you end up having conversations within yourself. So that's what was happening. I was like, all my dreams and all the things that I could do. And I seen so many people as an immigrant village boy. I was born literally around here as an immigrant. Well, I was not an immigrant when I was here, but I was a village boy. I had cows, chickens. We were very poor, right? And so at that time, I had so many dreams when I first went to America, first went to New York, and saw the tall skyscrapers, saw all this richness and all this wealth and all the blessings that Allah can bestow upon His creation. And I was like, you know what? I want a piece of this. So on that drive towards Medina, I remember I was thinking, okay, what can I do? What kind of businesses I could do? Because at that time I was doing something like driving taxi at times, and I probably had an Airbnb business at that time, but probably didn't yet. But I was driving, and I was no, I didn't have it. So we were driving, and I was like, all of a sudden I had this thought, like, oh, you know what? I want to have a hotel. That was the thought that came in my head. I want to have a hotel, and I got super excited, and all the energy, all the adrenaline was flowing, and I was trying to look for something to write it down, because one thing I knew is when you have a plan, when you have an idea, and you feel like that's the right idea, you should always jot it down. Ideas don't stick around, so you got to write them down and pin them so you can always come back to that. The emotion that you have now, the energy that you have now, the enthusiasm that you have now for a specific action or an idea or a business is not going to stay the same. Most of the time, it goes downhill and it goes back up. That's why discipline is so important for success and making your dream a reality. So I was looking for a pen and paper, and my father was in the back. I was like, "Hey, do you have a paper?" And I had a pen on my thobe, and said, "Oh yeah, I got paper. Give me paper." And so I wrote something down. And so my father, anybody would know, like randomly you ask for a paper, you're writing something down, must be important, some kind of revelation. So he was like, "What did you write down?" I said, "I just want to have a hotel one day, inshallah, God willing." And to this point, I still have that same, dream. But it's more become a mission. Not even a mission. It's like something I will end up doing inevitably, inshallah, because of the way things are moving and the trajectory my business moves and my life is going. And so, alhamdulillah, now we have something kind of like a hotel business, which is Airbnb, right? I remember I was driving taxi, but I wasn't going to work for money and for my pocket. I ended up, because I hated it so much, I was tired of it. I was only going to work to pay the lease of the car, the rent of the car, which is about like $100 at that time for me. And I just went in. I probably made an extra $5 for myself. So I wasted time. And I was like, you know what? I need to get out of this. My heart is not into this anymore. At first, it was exciting. In high school, I had a wallet full of cash. But as I went on, I was like, this, I could do more. I could become more. I could have more. I could create more. And so, through an uncle, a friend of my father, I got introduced to the Airbnb business. And he said, hey, get an apartment, furnish it, put it up on Airbnb. And so eventually I ended up doing it. And I remember the first time that I put it up on booking, within like 1 or 2 days, I got my first booking of like $200. And it was life changing because I didn't have to trade time for money anymore. Because I worked at Dallas Barbecue, getting paid $7.25 an hour, minimum wage at the time. And it's not enough. But as a high schooler, it's a lot, but it's not enough when you grow up. It's not enough for a regular person. And the important lesson of that is I was still trading time for money. I started driving taxi. I was trading time for money. I had to go to the city, pick up a car, go to the city, look for clock in, go or put the meter on, go look for a passenger, fight for the passenger, pick up the passenger, ask directions, put in GPS if I didn't know where to take him, go all the way out there to his destination, and then only I got paid if the guy wasn't a thief, and a scammer who just ran away. So it happened to me a couple of times, but I was still trading time for money until I came across the Airbnb business. And I was making money because of work I put in initially up front. I had to delay gratification. That's what I did, because it took us about 2 weeks or so to set it up. And within 2 days, I was making money. And then from there on, I started traveling and was still making money over and over again. Kind of like a hotel business. People come in, they check out. I have cleaners clean. It's a hotel business. So that's the first instance of me having a dream and taking action, and started having the reality. I mean, started having the dream become a reality, and now it's going towards that way, inshallah. Well, inevitably, I'm going to have a hotel, inshallah. I just think it's a fun type of business, providing accommodation to people. I just think just anything with people, well, business is with people, but I just think like it's such a great opportunity. The second type is, I remember as I was growing up in high school, I used to watch these YouTube videos about self-improvement, self-development, confidence, social skills, working out. And so I saw people who were working out at their like studio apartment, didn't have anything, no furniture, and within a few years they became multimillionaires. I saw people who like now they're bald like me, but at that time they had hair, like some hair, but you could tell they're balding, in a like beat down apartment and a small whiteboard writing down goals. And they gave me so much value. It helped me in my high school years. A few years later, I see them in a nice penthouse. I see them becoming multimillionaire, having nice cars. And so I was like, how are these people doing it? And that's when I got introduced to the online marketing world, that there's ways to make money online, and you can make so much money that you could travel. That becomes a reality now. You could travel and still earn money. Even though I was making money with the Airbnb, my heart was more in the online business, because I could do it from anywhere in the world and I'm not really pinned to a location. My Airbnb business is still pinned to a location. I don't have to be there, but that location is pinned. Online is only on the web. It's in my phone or in my laptop. I could go anywhere. Even I've worked off of business class, which was a fun experience too, while getting a massage from the chair. So I went through that business, and I remember going to sleep. And this was around the time when I started getting into affiliate marketing, ClickBank. And I was like, if only I could make $100 a month. And I remember going to sleep, searching up screenshots of people making sales, looking at it, going to sleep, and saying, I wish that could be me. What, I just need $100 a month. And alhamdulillah, I followed through. I invested in myself. I bought courses. I got mentorship. And my first ever breakthrough was, I went from $31 a day to $1,334.43 in just 4 days, because I kept my dream alive. I kept taking action, kept believing that it can become a reality for me. So I did that. Then I earned $116,000 in 90 days because I kept pushing. Then I kept believing in myself. And then I remember when AI came around, using YouTube ads, I went from zero to $30,000 in a single day, in just 4 days time, right? Because I kept believing. My success started stacking, and I become better and better and better. And the next thing you know, my highest month so far is $210,000 a month. And so then I started doing, like high ticket sales, and I started doing like getting on the calls with people and selling over Zoom, and just stacking on more skills, and just getting more business experience, and also getting more money along the way, just having like my dream becoming a reality. And there was a time where I was like, I remember I was watching YouTube videos, looking at people, like people are traveling and they're still making money. I was like, I wish I could do that. And I never realized this until I pondered recently, like, hey, I'm doing that. Like, I'm traveling. I spent like few months at a time in different countries. I was just in Turkey for like a month. I was in Colombia for like 6 months. Before that, for like a month. I'm in Bangladesh right now, alhamdulillah. My grandfather passed away. We all came right away. I was able to do that because of the business ventures. I don't have to go anywhere. I could stay here if I want. I could go somewhere else if I want, because I kept believing in myself, kept believing in the dream, and kept pushing. Now, even though I said, listen, you have a dream, but you need to believe in yourself to execute on the dream. Everyone has dreams. Everyone has dreams. The problem is they don't believe in themselves enough to have that dream. And so what I want to tell you in this video is, believe in yourself enough that that dream that you have, you're worthy of it, that you can have it. Because if somebody else can have it, you can have it as well. There's so many people I came across. I remember I went to a 10X growth conference, and I remember I saw a guy, and he was telling me, not very impressive to me, because I was working on myself, personal development. I was working on myself. I was better in social skills, and I saw that I was superior in certain aspects of life. And this guy was actually superior than me in other aspects, like in making money side, some parts of it. And I was like, you know what? If this guy can do this, I can do this too. And that's when I started taking action more and it started going on. The guy was telling me he was making like $2,000 a month online, and like just chilling. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And alhamdulillah, like I said, we've done upwards of $210,000 a month. And so it's possible for you. The biggest thing is not like something external, it's all internal. You have a dream, believe in yourself enough that you can have it. And in the beginning, it may be hard for you. That's because you don't have high enough self-esteem. So you need to work on your self-esteem. You need to build yourself. And so here's what I got to tell you. I don't want to make this video too long. Biggest lesson for you to take away from this is I had a dream. I kept believing in myself, kept taking action, kept improving myself, and it started becoming a reality. And so you have a dream as well. Keep believing in yourself, keep taking action, and it will become a reality for you. And eventually you'll have it and you'll start to realize, look back and like, you know what? This was once a dream for me. Right now, I'm earning money from my phone, from my laptop, from traveling and just having this freedom lifestyle that I have now, alhamdulillah, and it's only going to grow from here, inshallah. This was once a dream. This was once a dream. I remember sleeping on the floor and just like, I wish I could have this. This was once a dream, but alhamdulillah now, I stayed in 5-star restaurants and resorts and stuff like that. It's great things. It was once a dream for me to be able to provide for people. Alhamdulillah, I've been able to provide and I'm continuing to provide, and it'll be even more and more and more. Inshallah, we have goals, we have dreams. I remember there was a goal that I have and still have now, which is I want to make at least 10K for every single one of my family members that I can just give away every single month. Okay, that's a huge goal for people. And I have 20 family members plus. And so you can do the math right there, right? Because I'm just saying that's just to give away. So what do you think how much more I need to make? And this is the thing, this is a game. You got to understand. Making money is a game. Business is a game. Personal development is a game. And it's a game that's actually something to be taken seriously. Don't just, if you let go of the controller, you will end up losing the game of life. And so keep the controller, take it seriously, but have fun with it. Have fun with the process. There will be ups and downs. There will be turmoil. There will be sadness. There will be joy as well. That's what makes it exciting. So, I've talked a lot here. Listen, take what I said. Biggest thing is believe in yourself, take action, improve yourself. And if you want personal guidance, if you want some mentorship, if you want to improve yourself in in personal development aspects or in business aspects, right? If you want help, you can DM me on Instagram at ASM_Al-Mamun. I'll put it in the description below. Much love. Stay in attack mode. Peace.